she was smacking up boys and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like she could fight
Well, I did.
boys and that. Big up Aminata, my
Getting in
gangster.
games,
The first day was mad. She came with a suitcase, but you know, like
Suitcase to where?
we didn't understand that in school.
What, to school?
Yeah.
What, a big off?
A suitcase, you know, like when we was wearing rucksacks and we had other stuff. We didn't understand it, but she made people understand that still. Anyone thinking they could laugh, she was smacking still.
So have you been to Sierra Leone?
Yeah, I go there regularly, bro. I'm not there regularly, man. Yeah, I'm going there in about 2 weeks as well. Go there regularly, give back.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, nice.
So primary school, how was you in primary school?
Primary school, oh, the early days, primary school was just fun, really, man. Just fun. Just getting by.
Did you go to a primary school in the ends?
Yeah, I went to one in New Cross as well. So
everyone off the estate?
Yeah. So majority of people off this state, because there was another primary school as well that some people went through. So them early days, those were like the fun days. Early days when, how can I say, growing up in the estate of Woodpecker Estate, it was just like, it felt like the whole world, but it was just small like this. So people would be within their little blocks, playing together or whatever. And you might meet someone else that was from another part of the block moments years later or whatever, and then knowing that they always lived in the block. But it was just a close community. But at the same time, like I said, it was just tough for us Africans coming through, bro.
But weren't Sparks on the ends?
Yeah, Sparks was on there.
He's African.
Yeah,
He's African.
And it weren't tough for him because he had hands, didn't it? He had hands. So
What kind of things did you experience though?
Hey.
When you say it was difficult?
Difficult in terms of, man, like when you're hearing people say the word, like, I remember this one stuck in my head, ABC,
African bumper.
Yeah. See, someone say you're ABC, or even cuss someone else, and
that's how you know you're old school.
So was it African what?
African bike.
Chronic knows about African bum cleaner.
Yeah.
Big up Chronic in the building.
Oh.
No, but we're old school.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't have to deal with that.
I heard about African boots.
No, but you didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah, some people remix.
No, but I'm saying you didn't have to deal with that. You have to deal with that.
Punch people in the face.
No, but people actually saying that to you.
Of course.
Oh shit. I didn't even know that was still running.
This what you're forgetting.
I didn't know that was still running because you know our African free.
Yeah, we went free.
Hillary might be free by now, but Hillary, all these guys, I like her. This mental Africans.
This is what you got to remember, yeah, Spray, yeah. You came from another country, yeah, but it's an English speaking country, innit? Yeah,
it's RTM, bro. You're going mad. It's your place, blood.
It's an English speaking country, innit? Yeah,
your place, blood. You're going mad.
So because
let's talk about that. I'm sorry,
because English, because you came from an English speaking country, yeah, you might have had a bit of an accent or whatever, but it was still easier for you to adapt.
I came from but I hate you.
Yeah, cool. But I came from a French-speaking country, so I couldn't even speak English. That alone's mad jokes and that.
Yeah, it's a different.
So already they're already trying to. And
no,
then
but they're joking at my accent.
Yeah, I know. Laughing. But you can understand at first. People was cussing me and I can't understand because I don't even know what you lot are saying. Until now I understand the words. Oh, I heard that bare times before. So that's what my man was saying. Smack. Like, you know what I'm saying to you? Like, because now I'm understanding English. Like, I learned English coming from some fucking place. You know what I'm saying? That I had to throw bare hands. Primary school and secondary school. You know what I'm saying? Only really year 7 though, secondary school. After that, it was ganging it. You know what I'm saying?
A bit of English by then.
Yeah, and after that, we had set in it. It was like, you know what I'm saying?
Kiki's question. Sorry, Krun, Pester. Remember him, obviously?
Yeah.
From Bang & Smith episode. Bam. We've just really started. He's from Ghetto, Lewisham. Boom. Mum and Dad weren't even really together because he's on mind games. He didn't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Yeah, I'm clocking. Do you get what I'm saying? But boom, and that's it. That's where we're at. Primary school, happy days. It was cool. Boom. Did you like anything? Primary school's dead, bro.
Yeah, not really.
Unless you're a maniac. That's what I'm saying. See, if you're a maniac in primary school, I keep going. I'm not even gonna say his name again. I do it too many times. But I knew maniacs in primary school. But yeah, boom. Secondary school.
Yeah, secondary school. That's
no. But you know what though? Yeah, how was estate life as well?
Yeah, estate life was just.
You know what I mean? As a youth,
growing up, because all the blocks are all connected, and I'm saying you watched them. We had obviously our elders or people that were ghetto boys, so they were just like the superheroes of the estate. You're seeing them like
who?
Obviously Sparks, Skills, Boogie,
Skiller, Boogie, my gangster.
Ringo,
Ringo, I was in jail with Ringo,
Twins.
you know.
No,
Twins,
there was
yeah,
different.
big up
It was,
Twins.
you know what I mean? And
I was in jail with Ringo, you know. I swear,
Yeah. Old school G.
What did you see?
Old school G. So yeah, you seen them just. There'll be an argument, and then they're having 1-on-1, and then they're bridging again. So you're growing up seeing that.
Wait, what about Trev and that?
I think he was a lot. I didn't get to see him as much because he was probably in and out of jail. It might
And
be.
Zaga?
Yeah, I see Zags. I see
mad.
Zags as well.
And who else? I'm going mad. My man going mad. Tiny, what about Tiny?
Tiny, I think he was
He
in
wants to
jail.
fight me, I'll fight him any day of the week.
Rotted.
It's
I
cool.
don't know about that. I think for him, he was in jail probably because I didn't get to see him as I was growing up still.
But he was on badness over there as well.
Yeah. So
Alright, cool. Yeah, because this is your era. Boom, big up Skill Archie as well. Honeypot. Still on the corner. But yeah. So primary school, did you go to the same secondary school as everyone in your primary school?
No, not everyone. That's when we started mingling more people off the ends, seeing shit, and that's when we start creeping into the gang era. Because obviously, when growing up in the estate, I never thought, right, man's gonna be a ghetto youth or I was gonna be part of that. I was just started going to like doing my basketball, doing my bit of boxing, and then I was a product of my environment. You get me? One day, I don't even get it. One day I'm coming back from basketball, and then I see a bunch of youths just banging, turn the corner. Then one of them come walking up to me, and I recognize him. I said, right, he was. I had a flashback. Like two older guys were playing basketball with us. They were doing skills. We couldn't get the ball off them. It was all fun and everything. The guy's gone to me, right, like, what? Are you GB? I said, nah. And he went to walk away, and I said, what, don't you remember me? He said, oh, yeah, go home. And then I see bare people on motorbikes going off. There's people from Peckham, then the word was guys from Peckham came down because one of them got kicked off their moped. Then it just echoed in my head like, shit, if I didn't buck him, I would have got my ass kicked. Do you get what I'm saying? And then that was my transition into it. I stopped going to basketball, started smoking weed, and occasionally sticking to boxing, but occasionally the weed got me and I was just on
When
the block.
did you start boxing and what made you start boxing?
I started boxing. I first started, there was someone come down and done some kickboxing on our estate. And this is why I think like so much people need to start doing these things on estates, like bringing it to estates, not trying to wait for people to come.